Today we got more from Blue Oyster Cult. We're doing some extraterrestrial intelligence today, E.T.I.
And we might get into some aliens.
And apparently there's an alien vibe in general because Godzilla was the last one that we did from Blue Oyster Cult.
Yeah.
And I don't know, maybe you can argue that Godzilla was here on Earth long before the humans were. So maybe he's not an alien and we're the aliens. But anyways, let's focus here. Phil, E.T.I. So Blue Oyster Cult seems to have a pretty creative catalog now that we're getting into this one here, right? I mean, we've loved I think everything that we've checked out from them. And we can't really take credit for bringing ourselves back again to Blue Oyster Cult. Why is that, Sam?
This is a request from William, and he was the one who sponsored the last one that we did, Godzilla, and he's bringing us back to Blue Oyster Cult again. So we're excited to check this one out. And he also has requested lots of Blondie historically, which we loved as well.
Yeah, and Agents of Fortune, we've gotten into that album pretty heavily. Came out in 1976. They formed in Long Island, New York in 1967. So they were doing their thing, a few years, almost a decade when this one came out here. But I really love this album cover too. It's so cool. It's kind of like sinister looking.
Yeah, it really is.
And almost inviting at the same time. It's like a magician of sorts.
Yeah, it definitely
here.
has like an entertaining vibe to it. But we were also reading that this was their commercial peak as well. Like this album went to number 29 on the Billboard 200. So like Phil said, they'd been doing their thing for a while, but this is kind of like they'd ramped up to this being like that peak moment.
Yeah, and like I said, I've really thoroughly enjoyed so much from Blue Oyster Cult.
So much creativity.
And they were so different for that sound, for the 70s. But anyways, you guys know the deal. You got to go in those comments and be bigging up William right now and saying, thanks so much for getting more Blue Oyster Cult on the channel. We love seeing those comments when you guys give a shout out to our sponsors. It makes a big, big difference. We got a great community. It's fantastic. One of the best on YouTube, if not the best on YouTube. I'm biased, clearly. Would you back me up with that, Sam?
I 100% think you guys are absolutely the best.
Yeah. So we got a great community. Thank you for being a part of it. You ready to check out Blue Oyster Cult?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
That riff.
Wait, there's more. I'm in Farron raising tower beds. Don't report this, 3-man set. Looks by blameless and by the dead. King in yellow, the queen in red.
All right, we're going to pause it here so we can rewind it back and listen to those cool sound effects again before we get into a possible guitar solo here. And, really love the sound from Blue Oyster Cult in the sense of they have this great ability to mix the melodic flow of things with this hard rock vibe, which you don't often get. And, kind of that softer vocal as well alongside these great, fantastic, hard-hitting riffs that they provide. And this one I'm having a little more trouble picking up some of the lyrics, but it sounds like he's describing our alien friend here. And And, I'll probably have to digest some of those lyrics later on, but I am, really enjoying just the sound, the vibe that you get from Blue Oyster Cult. They're so unique, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think you hit the nail on the head with the riff. I feel like the riff is super catchy and fun. I like that a lot. And I think it has a really great melodic flow, but like you said, it still has this kind of like harder hitting rock instrumentation to it. And I think it's just like, I'm actually surprised that this, like, maybe the song itself didn't chart or, maybe do successfully on the charting.
Yeah, we were reading that it didn't do well as a single. The album went to like 26 or something like that.
29.
29
Yeah.
on the top 200 Billboard charts, but this is a little bit of a deeper cut, I think, on the album.
Yeah, but it's so catchy that I feel like it should have charted.
Yeah, it is. It very much so. And I think like that comes back to the delivery of the vocal that I was talking
Yes.
about.
Yeah.
He really
Very
has a great
melodic.
ability to capture you in this on top of like a layer. Like it's just layered really, really well in the mix. I find that it's like draws you in, but still is a hard hitter at the same time. Very,
Yeah.
like I said, that's what I'm trying to describe when I say it's unique.
I feel
right?
like it's like easy listening, but it still has this harder hitting sound to it.
Yeah. You ready to keep going?
Yeah. Spaceship.
That needs always give up motion. I no longer feel emotion. Where prophecy fails to fall in notion. Don't report this, agents of fortune. All praise is found in all truth. Amazon is found the saucer blues.
Shredding it. The electric guitar is so fire in this.
You enjoyed the guitar?
I did. The electric guitar just.
I particularly enjoyed that it filled the pocket so well, right? Like it was just the spacing between the lead riff and that solo work was really, really great. Really stuck out a lot. The tone of the guitar, I felt like that was, giving it this like screaming vibe and a, like we're blasting off into outer space or something. But I felt like, I could be wrong. Maybe you guys can correct me on this, or I'll look it up later. But I feel like he mentioned of like Egypt in there, Egypt intelligence. Like sounded like he was describing like the source of truth and all that stuff. So kind of sounds like the extraterrestrial intelligence was being alluded to in the sense that it was here already. And you know how we hear that today, kind of that deal like, oh, where did they get this technology from in Egypt?
Yeah.
Maybe that's the vibe. I don't know if that's what I heard, but yeah, that's the vibe that I was thinking.
Yeah, I had a little bit of trouble picking up some of the lyrics specifically. So like you said, definitely going to need to look that up afterwards. But the overall vibe of the song I really enjoyed. And I think, like you had said prior to getting into this one, I think this is another one to add to the bucket of fire songs from Blue Oyster Cult because they're just so creative. Like I feel like especially, obviously there's tons of creativity in the 70s, but I do feel like this is very different than a lot of the other stuff that we've done from that period.
Yeah, I've said that before on our other POC videos.
So
right?
it was really cool. I really enjoyed this one. So good pick, William.
Yeah, give a shout out to William down low in the comment section. Make sure you hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, guys. We appreciate all your supports. Give us supports? No.
All your supports.
Just the support. But if you guys have any other suggestions or recommendations, let us know. If William doesn't get there first, because then we might be back here with his sponsored video.
Yeah.
You never know, but no pressure, William. Don't worry.
And I'm loving this science fiction vibe in all of these. Like,
That
that's
is a
right up
very-
my alley.
Very valid point. I mean, both the last song that we did with Godzilla and E.T.I, they're so unique in a perspective. They're not your traditional love songs. They're not your traditional party songs.
Yeah.
None of that stuff. It's not even like, the other thing I actually, now that we're talking about it, I really like that it's kind of fun and uplifting at the same time. It's not like deep and dark or anything like that, but it's,
Yeah.
because that's what you get traditionally with maybe a hard rock, heavy metal vibe.
Yeah.
It's a little darker in a sense.
Yeah.
You
I feel like
know-
it did have like we were saying with the album cover, it has like a little bit of like
It's
sinister
mystique almost.
fingerprints on it, but
Yeah.
it's not like dark and heavy and depressing.
Yeah. Anyways, let us know what your favorite BOC song is. Maybe we've done it, maybe we haven't, but we'll keep an eye on those comments. Have a great day, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thanks for watching, guys.